Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats, and today I'm joined again by...
Lee. Hi, everyone.
So Lee, what have you brought over now?
I'm not quite sure how you say it. M-VAVE? Q-VAVE?
Right, so this is the updated version of the cheapest effects unit that you can buy on Amazon or any of the...
online shopping sites, yeah.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah, that was called the Cube Baby.
Right.
And it was a little unit with just 3 buttons on it. It had amp modelling and IR loading and delay, and that was about it. So this is the upgraded version, the version number 2. But
Right.
they called this one the Tank-G.
Tank-G. Well, I remember you bringing over the first version of this, and I was thinking, I'm going to hate this thing. And it was all right, wasn't it? It was a good little unit. Have you still got that?
I have, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
So, well, what's the difference with this?
So this one is, this one's got an XLR out.
Yeah.
It's also got a built-in battery.
Right.
So you just charge it up. You get a cable in the box. It's got USB-C on the back.
Right.
So you just plug it into any USB outlet and it charges up the battery, which is inside. And the battery apparently is good for 12 hours.
Enough for a gig?
Absolutely. I've got no real-world experience of that. I mean, I did gig with it, but it was only 1 gig. So it lasted that no problem. And now we're using it today. So if it goes flat today, we know it's nowhere near 12 hours.
Well, that'd be part of the test.
Yeah, it's got a few more effects in it than the old Cube Baby had. This one has got chorus, phaser, and tremolo. Actually,
Oh, I love a bit of tremolo.
and it's got a few more choices in the delay and the reverb that you can have. So there's an analog delay, there's a tape delay, and there's a ping pong delay as well, or a dual delay, I think they call it.
Okay, yeah, because it's mono, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't ping pong
Okay.
side to side, but it kind of repeats itself in a mono kind of way.
Yep.
And then reverbs, you've got hall, room, and spring.
Okay. So you did a gig with this?
I did, yeah.
So you've got some sort of presets set up?
Yep.
Should we hear the presets?
Yeah, sure. So it's on, I've set up 4 main presets for a gig. So first one is just a straight head clean.
It feels pretty good. The interaction between the guitar and the unit.
So next preset, same kind of sound, but with just a touch more gain.
Great. Yep.
And then I've got it's going to be loud.
Okay.
Then I've got my sort of overdriven, crunchy, distorted kind of rhythm sound.
Okay. And I love the way that you call that crunchy.
Yeah. It's
As
great.
in like, I would say a crunch tone would be sort of light gain. Your idea of light gain is like, is massive. That's what it is. That's a thrash tone.
Nice, that's beautiful.
It's something, right?
There is a noise gate in here, but I didn't actually go a bundle on the noise gate.
I wouldn't worry about the noise.
But the noise gate,
I like a bit of noise.
Just flick it into.
It's a bit slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper thrash tone. Bit scooped. Okay, yeah.
And then lead channel.
A little soupçon of delay on there.
Probably too much of that for your taste as well.
That's all right. It's all
Too much gain, too much delay.
but it's pretty good. You know, like, tone-wise, it's got a varied amount of tones in it. And well, let's go back to a clean tone.
Yeah.
Let's go back to a clean tone. Let's see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
To try and sort of make it into what I would normally go for, which is probably not for everyone's taste. But can I have a bit of reverb on that?
Yeah, sure.
If I'd have had this when I was 15 years old,
Yeah, been great, wouldn't it? That is actually really nice and thick, isn't it?
how do you make everything sound good?
That's
horrible. What is that?
That's a Mesa Boogie rectifier.
That sounds nothing like a rectifier. Do you know what I think they do? They just go, right, what amps are there? So they go, right, we'll call that one that.
Yeah.
Even though it sounds nothing like it. That sounds nothing like a rectifier. But, okay.
There was an Engel. I'm not too familiar with Engels, but that's quite thick.
That's all right. It's thick, isn't it? It's almost like it's too thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Bit of a trip round the keys there.
That's all right.
65 quid.
It's 65 quid.
You can't go wrong, really, I don't think. Even if you were to just use it as a practice tool. But having said that, and again, I should mention, using it as a practice tool, you can Bluetooth your music from your phone direct to the device and listen through headphones and mix in your playing with the music.
I mean, I think it's a great thing to stick in your gig bag, and if all else fails, you've got that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's better than that. I think I'm playing it down a little bit. I think it sounds really good and it feels good. Does it feel as good as a Cortex, Axe Effects, that sort of stuff? Of course it doesn't.
No.
Does it feel as good as a pod or a £300, £350 effects unit? Without a doubt.
Wow.
Great.
What about if you were really stuck and you had a recording deadline to meet and this was the only thing you had?
I mean, it's a classic thing, isn't it? Would the punters be able to tell the difference?
Yeah. Probably
not. It's not the most. It isn't like plugging into an amp or you know, an expensive
modeler.
Yeah, like a really good modeler, but it's good. It's good. It's good for the money. I mean, that is, you know, for 65 quid.
Because the USB on the back, as well as that being the charging port, it's an interface as well. So you can plug it direct into your computer and record with it.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So these are like all the extra things that from the old sort of version 1 that they've added to this now. So it's almost like, you know, a complete, I know it's not a high quality one-stop shop, but it is a one-stop shop in terms of XLR out, battery powered, all the main effects covered, all the main amp tones covered, audio interface.
Ridiculous.
And the build quality is incredible. It's aluminium, and it's brushed aluminium as well. So it's nice and it looks nice and it feels nice in the hand. It's got quite a weight to it. I guess that's the battery.
Yeah.
But you know, it is proper sturdy. You know, the foot switches are proper. The jacks on the back, they're not plastic. They're metal.
Yeah.
You know, it's the real deal.
There you go. So if you got something out of this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the bell button and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul.
I'm Lee.
And we'll see you next time.